The man who designed the iPhone and the man who's teaching machines to think are teaming up to kill the very device that changed the world. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today, we're coming to the end of some focus. So good, so good. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, space, SpaceX, Linux, and of course a little bit of AI. Today is going to be about AI and probably some tech, and we're going to talk about Jony Ives and Sam Altman, a lot of things going on here. And the premise behind this is, are we moving into a new era of tech where we're going to move away from the screen, away from the iPhone? By the looks of the stock market, when this was introduced and the dump of Apple of about 2% or 3% that day, people are taking notice. And I think that this is very, very interesting. Everyone is talking about it. TechCrunch, we had The Verge, Mac rumors, you name it, people are talking about this because it is the next big thing. Is it out yet? Is it going to be out in the next couple of months? No, but within a year, we should see this product, this new tech that could replace our screens, definitely the screen in our pocket.
Jony recently gave me one of the prototypes of the device for the first time to take home, and I've been able to live with it. And I think it is the coolest piece of technology that the world will have ever seen.
So anyways, I'm going to jump right into this article and I want to hear from you. That's the most important thing. Down below, what do you think about all this? Do you think it's interesting? Is this something that you would jump into right away? Do you think it might have some privacy implications that you really are not happy with? What do you think about all of this? And what do you think about the actors? Because sometimes products are picked not by the product itself, but by the company behind them. Right? It's very, very important to have a company, or let's say the person designing something, to be, let's say, someone that you like. All right. As we see with Elon Musk now, he's very polarizing, and some people that used to love him absolutely hate him, and now they're getting rid of their Teslas, right? So it is something that we have to think about, right? Do we like these people or do we not? And once again, the players, let's say, in this story, the characters are Jony Ives and Sam Altman. Once again, OpenAI, if you don't know. So anyways, before we get into this article, I just want to say, if you enjoy the content, throw it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. If you are, thank you. If you want to give back, there's a little thanks button down there. You can give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, it's perfectly fine. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. And if you want more SpaceX content, SpaceX Starlink, for example, I'll put a link over here. Don't click on it yet. When we're done watching this video, go click on that. Also, if you are here for Linux, I have an entire playlist devoted to breaking free of Windows. It's basically a playlist called Life After Microsoft Windows, Cutting the Cord. I have another one that's Life After Adobe, Cutting the Cord. If you're interested in either of those, I think I'll put all 3 links down below in the pinned comment as well as the description. So anyways, let's jump right into this article. And once again, if you enjoy it, throw it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. In a move that could reshape the tech landscape, OpenAI has acquired Jony Ive's AI hardware startup, I.O., in a groundbreaking $6.5 billion deal. This acquisition isn't just a merger, it's a bold statement about the future of personal technology. That is absolutely the case. The end of the iPhone era. For over a decade, the iPhone has been the cornerstone of personal computing. But as we've become increasingly tethered to our screens, the question arises, is it time for a change? Ives and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman believe so. Together, they are developing a new kind of device, one that is screen-free, contextually aware, and seamlessly integrated with our daily lives.
If I wanted to ask ChatGPT something right now about something we had talked about earlier, think about what would happen. I would reach down, I would get out my laptop, I'd open it up, I'd launch a web browser, I'd start typing, and I'd have to explain that thing. And I would hit enter and I would wait and I would get a response. And that is at the limit of what the current tool of a laptop can do. But I think this technology deserves something much better.
Unlike existing devices that demand our attention, this new creation aims to be unobtrusive, always present without being a distraction. It's not about replacing the iPhone, it's about offering an alternative that aligns more closely with how we live our lives. Very interesting. A visionary partnership. Jony Ives, the mastermind behind Apple's iconic designs, has always been at the forefront of innovation. After leaving Apple, he founded Love From, a design firm that has collaborated with various brands. Now, through I/O, he's bringing his design philosophy to the AI hardware space. Sam Altman, known for his leadership at OpenAI, shares Ives' vision of the future where technology serves humanity in more intuitive ways. This partnership combines cutting-edge AI with world-class design to create something truly revolutionary. What does this mean for the iPhone? The iPhone revolutionized how we interact with technology, but it's also led to unintended consequences: constant distraction, information overload, and a growing dependency on the screen. Ive and Altman aim to address these issues by creating a device that enhances our lives without dominating them. While it's premature to declare the iPhone obsolete, this new direction suggests that the next big thing in personal technology might not be a phone at all. Looking ahead, the first product to come from this collaboration is expected to launch in late 2026, though specific details remain tightly under wraps. The buzz around the project is undeniable, and even Wall Street took notice. Apple's stock dipped nearly 2 to 3% following the announcement. That drop signals just how serious investors view this challenge to the iPhone's dominance. Will this new device truly deliver on its promises and change how we interact with technology? That question hangs in the air, heavy with possibility. What is clear is that we are witnessing the dawn of a new era, one that could reshape the very foundation of personal tech as we know it. Are we ready to let go of the screen that has been the center of our lives for over a decade? Only time will tell. So I think that this is absolutely amazing to me, because what we're talking about here might be the next big thing. It might be the next iMac. It might be the next iPhone. It might be that tech that is ubiquitous. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet, you know exactly what it is. You could be in South Africa, you could be in Asia, you could be in Russia, you could be here, South America, anywhere. If someone says iPhone, any language, everyone knows what the iPhone is. Can you imagine making a product like that? And that's what Jony Ive designed, right? With Jobs. So this is amazing. Okay, knowing these two figureheads, right? Jony Ive as well as Altman over there. Do you like them or do you not? I think that's going to play a big role here on how you interpret this video. All right. Is this something that you would be really interested in? Would you put this tech, whatever it is, supposedly it's going to be beautiful, and I'm sure it will be, because Jony Ive has always made tech just beautiful, sleek lines, and really easy to use. I do think that this partnership between Ive and Altman will be a beautiful partnership, because we know Altman is all about AI, OpenAI, and being able to get all of this, let's say, distributed thinking going, right? Where there's just massive clusters of computers that are the AI, that are doing all of these very, very difficult computations, right? So, and then you take someone that takes all of that just crazy techie ones and zeros and makes them beautiful, right? So it is a really good marrying, let's say, of two minds. Now, I don't know how you feel about Altman and OpenAI in comparison to like Elon Musk, because I know a lot of you guys absolutely love Elon Musk that are here. You use SpaceX, Starlink, and so do I. And I've been using it for about 48 months. And I know that Elon and Sam here has been having, let's say, difficulties, right? To say the least, because of the direction that OpenAI went. Instead of being open, it's actually closed AI, right? Which Elon really didn't like. So what do you think about Altman? What do you think about Ive? I mean, I can tell you Ive, I think he's amazing. He is an artist. He's an artist with a tech mind, which You don't really find those two, both left and right brained people. You don't, it's very few that actually can split like that. You're usually left brained or you're right brained, but you're not normally both. And I really do believe Ive is definitely both. So the question is, do you think that we can break free of a screen centric life that we've had for decades now, where it's all about the phone? And you see all these people with, let's call it iPhone neck, and it's like this. And everyone just walks around like this continuously. And then they're like, oh, God, I don't know why my neck, why do I need to go to the chiropractor all the time? But because your neck is like this continuously, right? So, can we break free from the iPhone? Is that even a possibility? Is this a new chapter in technology where we are getting away from the phone and moving into some type of device that is ever aware, knows what we're doing and what we're talking about at any given time, and we can ask it a question and it'll answer it, but contextually? You don't have to go in there and bang away keys, sit there and do this deal, right? The thumb exercises. You don't need to do that. Really interesting. Very, very interesting. I think this far just exceeds what the original thought of like the Google glasses and the Apple glasses, all the rest of these goggle deals are, where they have this whole virtual reality, augmented reality, and all the rest of it. I think this goes further than that, because now this could be something very small that you stick in your pocket, and maybe you have a little earpiece in that it can hear you and you can hear it, and you could just literally ask questions and talk to it, almost like having an assistant with a brain that has the capacity of the world. That's kind of crazy, right? You ask it a question based on something that's going on, let's say in Germany as of right this minute, and you get an answer. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Can you imagine having a personal assistant like that on you 24/7? I don't know. Once again, is it too much privacy that you're giving away to have a device like that? Maybe, maybe. If it was open, as the name OpenAI says it would be, which we know it isn't, would it then be a little bit better for you? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do want to know is, what say you down below? What do you think about all this? Do you think it's cool tech? Is this something that you would be interested in? Is this something you would say absolutely not? Sam, Jony, you're not doing it. I'm not taking it. I'm going to stick with my iPhone or my Google phone or whatever, my Android. What say you down below? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I had a real good time putting this together. If you did, throw it a thumbs up. That's very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not, but more importantly, share. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find my merch, my shirts, my tees, my books, and all kinds of other stuff over there. Check it out. If there's something there that you like, please pick it up. Help support me and my family. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay connected, and maybe with one of these new devices. We'll see you in the next one. Love y'all.